Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Animal Crossing for the Gamecube. It's December, and you can kind of only subtly tell, you know, because there's snow everywhere, but it is how it is. Also, is this new music, or do I just not play a lot when it comes to Christmas? I don't know, great mystery. Anyway, hopefully you're all doing good. I know I am. And yeah, today we're just going to kind of chill. I think we might go for a little bit of a fish, kind of empty our inventory of everything except our fishing rod, just kind of roam around, see where the day takes us, honestly. Because I think we're a little too late in terms of doing our whole song with Nook, so, you know, just kind of chill, take it easy. You know, again, ooh, speaking of Tom Nook, an amazing daffodil. I will not be coming to see that. But yeah, we'll see if Nook is open. It has just turned 10:30. The game might be running a few minutes behind because I took a while to load in, but we'll see. Can we go offload these guys to our good old Nookington? Because if we can, that'd be very nice. Hey! The trees have got the lights on. Granted, like, you can tell this game came out when it did, purely just because the lights on the trees, but they've got a charm to them in a certain way, where it's like, yeah, no, I like them. But, I'm thinking, yeah, today we just keep it simple. We take everything in our inventory except our shovel, and we'll keep paper on hand, well, in the form of written letters, if that makes sense. Just in case we do run into any fossils, they're not cluttering up our space. We're clever about things here on this channel. Well, and now, if this is going to be a repeat of last time I left stuff in my house, by the way, this is never going to end well. Seemingly just, yeah, no, I forgot I can't just drop them as the item. There's no distinction between dropping and placing yet, is there? That's the thing. You're at the very start, and it's like I forget stuff. I'll be honest. But it's cool though. It's cool to see how the future games improve. Now, chocolates. I've been meaning to put you back down for a while. I think I picked you up if purely because of just how mank it was to have you with cockroaches on you. But there you go. And throw you out last but not least. And I'll be back for all you what later. They're in like 5 episodes. It's one of them. Anyway. Let's go on an adventure. So we can hang out with people, we can be holly, we can be jolly, we can try and speak with Paddy, but she'll head immediately inside, and we won't even get the money rock from that rock. What's that point? Although, I will take an early fossil, you know, get ahead of the curve, yeah, before we get fossils before it was cool. Anyway, and me and you, hopefully, I think I've already said this, but hopefully you're having a good day. I know I am. Quitting this at the early hour of 10:30. Already recorded today, but it's one of those videos where it's like, it depends on another video going out beforehand, even though it's not technically in a series, it's like, it's a thing. So I figured, you know what, I got a proper video I can get out immediately, recording instead. So here we are. Anyway, how are you doing, Gabby? Even though we live in the same town, 5 weeks can easily pass without meeting even once. Oh, I know what happened. I guess we both just lost time at, like, the same time. So what's going on? Let's chat. Have you been paying your loan back? Yes, actually. I'm getting quite close to. Good for you. That's just common sense, of course. Tom Nook doesn't force you to shop there, but all of us, well, we look out for his best interest. But you know what? If you finish paying off your house and upgrade to the biggest house you can get, you'll receive some sort of commemorative gift that stays in front of the train station for everyone to see. Oh, someday I hope to have something like that for myself. Of course, that is spoilers for a game that is 22 years old. It's the statue, which I gotta admit, it is pretty cool. You know, the 5-post and city folk, don't get me wrong, I like it. You know, it's my personal favourite. Hello, old man. I speak to those guys often enough. We'll shake up who we speak to. We'll spice it up. And have you just gone inside? Nah, you're thinking about it though. So good evening to you. Oh, it's Daniel. I haven't seen you in so long. Were you that busy you couldn't spare a moment to see me, or you just feel an unfeeling cad? I mean, honestly, it's been 3 weeks. Remarkably less than most other people, but entertain me. Say, I had a question. Is your house still a complete mess, or did you get around to cleaning it up? Not yet. Well, I'm sure things don't look too bad. Well, don't fret, overconfidence doesn't suit you anyway. Personally, I think Chevrolet has the best house in town. Next to mine, of course, Chevrolet's place isn't even close to my house. But then it would take a lot of work to make your home look classier than mine. Okay, no need to gloat. Are you going to go straight back inside? You're not, you're just going to wander around. I see you chipmunk. I mean, considering they hibernate, I'm quite surprised to see her out in this weather. But that is how it is, you know, she's a goofy guy. It's like, what else can you aim to be in life? Anyway, brings us to the river. Figured I'd tackle it from this side for a change, because usually we always go down the right-hand side, but why not go down the left, you know? why not? So, oh, he's in a rush. He's in a rush to get captured, he is. There he is. What's it gonna be? Something good? It's a Dace. Dace is wild. I mean, it certainly was a wild Dace. I don't think it's a domesticated one. Anyway, I just realized I could have brought my fossils to be assessed by Blathers, but yeah, it is how it is. How are you doing, Leopold? Yo, evening. I basically only belong to old Daniel, right, Lion Cub? Says you after all. My instincts are the greatest in the entire universe. Yeah. Tell me, what's new? What is new? Check it out, it's snowing. You should make a snowman, come on. I'll do it. Make 2 big snowballs and put one on top of the other. Got it? I mean, we could keep an eye out for that. I mean, if we want to go looking for our whatchamacallits fossils for the episode, I suppose there's things stopping us from having a slight detour, finding one, and we find the other, and it's like, well, would you look at that? We have a snowman. Surprisingly, they're actually quite easy to make, I hear. But what would I know? Also, have we ever been in like this little mini acre here? Is it really? It's really high. No, it's definitely hiding something. That's a fossil, or at the very least, a gyroid I can get. Because I don't think I've ever been up here. I just never really saw a reason to. There was never a house or anything to kind of justify it. But that is in fact a fossil, proving me wrong. Either way, still making our keep for the episode, you could say. Don't really fancy going out and harvesting the fruit orchard this episode either. Just so that kind of, in a way, kind of locks down next episode into having to be that sort of episode where it's all just move stuff, sell stuff. And it's like, I don't want that. Even if it's, what the hell? Right, cool. I too love digging random chess pieces into the floor. Go them. How are you doing, Cleo? Oh, how long has it been? Too long. Have you gotten anything nice since the last time I saw you? Enough idle chit-chat. Do you need something? I need a conversation. Hey, guess who I ran into last year on a certain December night? I thought maybe he'd give me a present, so I went chasing after him, but I lost him in the snow. I wonder if that festive someone will come again this year. For that matter, I wonder if that guy saw I was the real deal. When I think about it now, there was something a little off about him. I don't know, it's just a feeling I had. Oh, well, I mean, I think we missed Jingle last year, didn't we? I will certainly try, yeah, 12 Days of Neremik this year. I do want to have this be day 12 again, if purely just for the sake of, yeah, we kind of missed Jingle last year, which is stupid on my part, I'll admit. So I think definitely, first fish I've seen in a hot minute and I chased it away. Typical. But, jeez, we're really knocking it out of the park with these whole fossils, aren't we? Like, that's all the letter slots filled up, and I'm just going to start eating into my actual inventory. Plus the random item. God. Really, it's the season of giving, isn't it? 'Cause it's giving me all I could ever want to pay off my loan, and then some. If only I had a slingshot. Only I had a slingshot. Or a GBA link cable. Sometimes completely random sentences just happen to line up almost too perfectly for me, and it's like, even though I wasn't thinking of setting up that joke, because I wasn't aware we were about to run into the dock, part of me thinks there must be a bit of my brain that, like, kind of subconsciously was going, make this joke now, make this joke now, make this joke now. It didn't tell me why. But it just decided, it knew. I didn't, but it knew. And it decided, this is funny. We'll make him say it. Can I? Curses. Right, well, really is the season of giving. I mean, I won't complain, don't get me wrong, but god damn. How much money is that? It's not going to be an exorbitant amount because we missed the final one. Not that I would shake my head at 10k, but yeah, a few thousand never went, well, it never went unnoticed. Again, it all adds up towards our thing at the end of the day. And yeah, trying to think, should we just like fish and have a random conversation? I don't know. I've kind of had like too many as of late in hardcore. No, that's a bad thing, I've just recorded a lot of hardcore recently, so I'm kind of out of them, but there is one that's oddly topical, if solely for the fact it shares a console, well, it's on the same console as this game, which I think might be intriguing to some of you. See, I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but we do Sonic on this channel, and the next in line for me to play in that series is Shadow 2005, but I haven't got round to actually posting the first episode of it. Like, it's been recorded and edited for ages, and it's just kind of been sitting on my D drive. It's uploaded, but for some reason, I don't know why it is, I keep either forgetting or just kind of putting off uploading it. And it's like, I think I know why. And this kind of like takes you way back. Because I got jump scared watching my own video. It was one of the day in the life, so I don't remember the exact one. I think I think it was food poisoning with Neremik. I could be very wrong, but I was watching one of those videos. I've done a few. But I mentioned that I'm going to start recording a series during the course of that video. And then I never did. Like, I didn't even get to booting up the game to record it, like I did Danganronpa years ago. Like, I just never got around to recording that game. And that was Zero Time Dilemma, which, kind of like Sonic, it was following in kind of a series on the channel at the time. It was like, okay, we've played the first 2 games, naturally this comes next, and we spoke about it in the second game's Let's Play. We were like, oh yeah, no, we're going to change the language to English so it's like, you know, more appealing to people wanting to watch, because I got feedback about that. And, yeah, no, we just never came to making it. And I kind of find it funny that we kind of had that happen again, but like in kind of similar-ish situations. Because the first time, right, I'm leaving this fish. I'm just going to scare it off. It's pissing me off. Yeah, because when we didn't play Zero Time Dilemma, it was just when we were getting well known for New Horizons, and I was like, the audience that are actively watching me now, what's their reaction going to be to seeing this in their sub box? It's probably going to be negative. It's like, I probably wouldn't have done some series I have done as of late back then, just because it wouldn't have fit. It's like, we eventually did Persona 4. Don't know if I would have done it then. It's a thing. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like a sense I've picked up, it's just kind of a hunch, but like, the hunch seems well enough informed. But in a similar way, it's like, okay, you know, we've played Sonic games, and Sonic games are all da-da-da-da-da, and we've been through Sonic 06, right? And Frontiers was quite new. So when I'm going back to this old one, I feel there's something in the back of my mind that's going, like, play a different one. Even though, like, I bought the game, I need to play it, because otherwise I just never get around to. You know, it's like, having a channel where I play games is surprisingly quite good at making me play games I otherwise would normally just put off into infinity, or replay games, you know, that I usually wouldn't have given too much of a second thought. And it's like, I know I need to play it and upload that first episode, but it's like, I don't know, part of me's nervous about posting it. Because, you know, it's not the most liked game, and it's also just like, in terms of the upload schedule, I think it'd be a really funny visual, because you've got Wii Sports, you've got Animal Crossing, Minecraft Hardcore, Great Ace Attorney, Persona 5, and then Shadow the Hedgehog. Part of me just doesn't think it'd fit. I don't know why. It's you know what I mean? It's like a weird hunch trying to like override my judgment. I was like, no, I've recorded the video. I may as well release it. Like, I know it'll take forever to beat. Don't get me wrong. So, you know, the sooner I upload it, the better. But I don't know. It's just like a weird hunch. And I don't know. I haven't had that on the channel for a while. I mean, like, at least to this effect. Like, I have subtle ones about like titles and stuff where it's like, oh, you know, that's a good title, and it's just kind of like based on a hunch as well. It's like, oh, get in there, even though the title makes no sense. You know, the video does well. It's like, ooh, weird. But no, it's just, I don't know, weird. I should try and post it, but again, it's just, I'm gonna put it off into infinity is the thing, because well, can I catch you, or do I need to go on the other side? I don't know. Actually, if he faces downwards now, I'm gonna try head around the other side, but also look for fish along the way. Probably would help if I wasn't sprinting everywhere, you know, probably have a bit more stuff in my pockets by now to go sell next episode. He's a small guy again, but he's actually in a much more favourable position to just ignore me outright still, but you know, we tried. That is, yeah, I'm saying that's straight on. Better not get ignored. Come on. Easy. Anyway, we're only at half time, so what else has gone on in the world recently? Honestly, not much. Again, to kind of circle it back around to hardcore, as I was saying. Like that and City Folk, I kind of just developed a habit of blabbering a lot in. So when damn it, that looks like a good one as well. But like, so when it gets to a point where I've recorded a lot of them recently, and I've recorded a lot of hardcore recently, like I realized, I don't know how many weeks it's been since hardcore went up, but I did the math a few months ago, and it might still be the same. Like a month, no, it's like 2 or 3 months ago-ish. I did the math, and it was like, oh god, hardcore is like more consistent than it actually should be, because it gets uploaded more often than not 2 times a week instead of the 1 it's meant to. Yes, right. Every series on this channel is meant to operate weekly. Wasn't that a massive lie? I get it. We try to stick to it, and it just never. You know, we'll speak to Blue Bear. No, we'll catch this fish while I talk about it. But yeah, no, this channel is actually meant to run on weekly series. It's why we always try to run close to 7. I mean, currently, if those of you interested, here is the actual official series list in terms of stuff that runs weekly. We've got Animal Crossing, Population Growing, City Folk, New Horizons, Minecraft Hardcore, Shadow is meant to be starting, and then, on top of that, in terms of actual series, we have Great Ace Attorney and Wind Waker. And if you're wondering why I'm missing out one that's very obvious, yeah, the Wii content and the Tomodachi Life content I kind of put on top. And you can argue, yeah, Wind Waker and Ace Attorney aren't really that in focus, but by my own definition, I should be uploading those guys a little bit more often than I actually do. So I'll probably stick to it. Granted, my Switch was a bit busted for a while, which made the Ace Attorney one a bit more difficult, but, yeah. I do need to balance it, though. I'll put my hands up and say I think balancing it out would benefit everyone. Although I probably need to cut down on series if I want to keep Tomodachi Life and the Wii series stuff in. I will figure it out, but it will not be at 10:45 PM on a Sunday. Anyway, Jesus Christ, 6 months. You remember when we were getting grief earlier for not speaking to people for 3 to 5 weeks? That is... And also I misremembered his name, I called him Blue Bear when it's Cody. Oh, care to chat? Hey, have you ever been to visit our local island? Not yet. Oh, I was hoping maybe someone I know had been. Oh yeah, Captain's always glad to take people out there, but in order to get him to pick you up, you need to get yourself a Game Boy Advance and Nintendo GameCube Game Boy Advance cable. What a wonderful name. Don't worry, we'll get there someday, right? I mean, like, I could do that for content, but it's like, I don't know, would that episode pop off? Or is there like a way that I can kind of hack or something cheap I can make to just kind of grant me access without buying a whole ass extra console on a cable? If any of you are aware of that, let me know, because I'm all ears, actually. Anyway... Nabbed it. Woo! Get in there. Actually, no, I was running around to check out the stuff in the Lost and Found. I'm thick, I apologise. It's like, yeah, no, I'm going to check the Lost and Found, see if there's items in there on account of we might be able to sell them for money. You know, if our fishing endeavour doesn't continue to go all that well, that might just be, you know, a good way to fill the gap. And in terms of the gap... Oh, not the best, but what we got? What are we dealing with here? Oh, that's a lunar rover. I have a feeling that might sell for a fair bit. And I mean, the shirt, again, same deal. It's like, you may as well stock up on it. We also need to run off to the post office, so it's like I'm kind of running out of time if I count that in my outro in mind. I've got like 6 minutes left, so, yeah, no, I'll nab this as well, actually. It's a YOLO shirt. I'm not going to wear it, but I can sell it on. Also, I'm aware that all our ticket gathering for November ended up going in the drain because I didn't play on the 30th. I apologise. I'm awful. I need to set myself more reminders. I need to give myself multiple slaps on the wrist to the point where, like, you'd think I'd been beaten up to do things where it's like, no, you will not record Minecraft Hardcore for the 3rd, 4th time this week. You're going to record these other series as you're neglecting. It's like, I will finish Wind Waker one day, entirely for the record, I will. It just, my desire to play the game is so horrifically low because of the point in the game I'm at, and I've kind of screwed myself over into having to do a load of work. You know, it's like, oh god, in order to get one episode out, the amount of, like, I assume I need to put a few hours in before I can even click record, and it's like, do I have time for that? Probably not. But I'll do it. I'll do it. It's like hack my Wii U more to skip that section of the game. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? That's the dream. We'll finish the game on the emulator. Like, do you think anyone would particularly notice if it suddenly just suspiciously went to the GameCube version? And, you know, wow, we've skipped the Triforce segment, and I'm definitely not using someone else's save. Don't look at the name in the corner. It's like, you reckon I could get away with that? I mean, you guys know, but, like, you know, people that, you know, I don't even know when the last episode was, and honestly, I don't want to check, because it kind of scares me. But, oh, very top left. I'll take an extra 1,000. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's like, because I was enjoying it, recording it in all fairness. I mean, there's also another GameCube game to keep it vaguely topical. But, like, what put me off was, I kind of just kept forgetting. And it might seem really simple, but the game case for that was on the other side of the room. Whereas the other games I played, I had room to fit on my desk. So for Switch games, I don't really switch them out often. Although the Ace Attorney was kind of impacted by it as well. But it's like, Wii Sports is kind of quite small, and then I didn't have space for it on my desk, and then I rearranged and I brought it over. And, you know, we got a bit of momentum, it was kind of semi-consistent. And then we got to the part where you need to get the Triforces, and that, oh no, Triforce keys or fragments or maps, something. And I think that my on and offness with the game, like of general lack of knowledge and preparedness, and lack of any sort of actual like permanent co-commentator. I think we had somebody accompany us for like 1 or 2 episodes. It's like it all just came crashing down as I realized in that episode where I tried to get them. Oh, this is going to be like painful, and I'm not sure if anyone will tune in. So if you're wondering why Wind Waker's not had an episode in, I'm going to throw a ball out and say 6 months, and then like check and be horrified that it's like worse. Like, we're gonna have a look, me and you. We're gonna have a look. When was the last episode of Wind Waker? Ugh. Okay, so that consistency I was talking about, yeah, uploading in March, May, and then June. You're real consistent, you. I'm being honest, I need a manager to bully me into sticking to my upload schedule. That was horrific even before I lost the motivation to keep playing. Holy. Takeaway from this video is my upload schedule is awful and I need to, like, plan. Yeah, we'll try and catch one final fish for the episode. Why not? Why not? I'm in a festive, holly and jolly mood. I want to be that bit more productive, like, God. Well, there's conversation. It's like, oh, let's just have a chat, me and you. And then the conversation will always, like, take a detour, but always come up with some sort of profound resolution. Like, oh, yeah, no, I am just the most least organized person in the world. As though my university work schedule doesn't, you know, already showcase that. It's like, ah, yes, I'm in university tomorrow at, like, midday. Done any work since the last time I was in there when I reasonably should have? Nah. How much am I paying to be there per year? Too much for this attitude to probably be justifiable. But, you know, if anything, I'm consistent. I mean, God, if I said that I have the most consistent upload schedule I have ever had now, would you believe me? Because it somehow used to be worse. It used to be so much worse. But that, I think, is a story for another day. So we'll remind me to have that next time if you guys want to hear the age-old tale of my original upload schedule, and you will, and you shall receive. And if not, I shall continue to talk about completely random and assorted topics that random, and we'll go from there. God, I just blurb my way through these videos, don't I? But hey, if you somehow managed to enjoy all that, then feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It genuinely does help out a bunch. Let me know that you're enjoying this, and all that good stuff. And now, with all that said, and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.